And I figured putting together a video would give you a lot more cues to the intonation and a couple things that wouldn't be present by just typing out a response. So I figured I'd throw this together. I think it will help you. I think it'll help a lot of other people that are struggling with the same thing. So, regardless of where you are in this lifetime with your client, positioning is always something that you want to take into account. Okay. You need to do this in a way where you're not insinuating a disloyalty, but you also want to let them know that, hey, you can walk away from this, right? And they need to kind of realize the value that you're providing to them, right? So, there's some words that you can use that I think are triggers, like fair. If you use it correctly, then it kind of puts the other person in your shoes, and it says, like, people want to be fair. They don't want to be unfair, like at least most people, like, right? So, I don't know the backstory of your relationship with this client, but let's assume that it came under where, like, when you guys first agreed on a deal, you were either trying to establish some trust with them, or you were trying to like the leads have grown considerably since you guys made the agreement, and that's why it's time for an adjustment. So if it's the second one, I would probably say something like this. Look, I think we can both agree when we started out that the leads were at this amount, and now they've grown considerably. And that's a result of a lot of the hard work that we've done. The way that we set this business up is we try to make sure that our goals are in alignment with the business owner. And that's the only way it's going to work long term, is if it's mutually beneficial, right? So, we've grown this. We put in a lot of time. We put in a lot of hard work, and I want to keep doing that. But I want to make sure that things stay fair, right? Leads were 25 leads a month, and now they're 65 leads a month. So I don't need to add 2.5 times to the fee. I want to make sure that long term, like I said, that this is mutually beneficial. So I'll give you a little bit of a discount, but I think the rate needs to go up so that we can keep it fair, and we can get, we can kind of keep this train, both of us headed in the same direction all the time. Because as my fee grows, your business grows, right? So I would do something like that. And if you brought them in at a lower rate just to establish trust, and the leads really haven't grown as much, then maybe you just put a little tweak on that says, I brought you in because I know there's a lot of other marketers out there. And my goal at the beginning is just to kind of show you how I'm different. Like, most people aren't going to bring you in at this rate or give you free leads at the beginning, but I was willing to do that because it's all about the long-term relationship with me. And I wanted to kind of establish that trust. So now I'd like to make this adjustment, and I just want to make sure that it's fair on both of our ends. I really value working with you, and I hope we can build this into like a really long-term relationship. So those would be some of the things and the ways that I would do it, is I would stress based on the value and kind of like appeal to them like empathetically, and let them know that, like, when you put that phrase in there that for this to work long-term, it sounds like you're being nice, but in like the back of the business owner's mind, they're thinking, wait, there's a possibility that you take this away from me? That exists. So that's what I mean about some of that positioning. We want to just, these little tweaks in the tone that you put it in there, it kind of lets them know who's in charge of the destination here of this thing. It's an art to do it in a way where you're not being a jerk about it, right? So I hope that helps.